Think back to the beach trips you took as kids, or even the beach trips you take now. You were always warned of sharks growing up and to get out of the ocean if you ever saw one. There is no doubt that sharks are scary, and you need to get out of the ocean if you ever see one. But movies like Jaws have given us false information that sharks will attack and eat you, which is why we were always so scared of them growing up. This is the way that the media has portrayed sharks and their personalities. As a result of this, millions of sharks are dying annually to try and help these multiple so-called shark attacks in the world. I became interested in sharks after my friends started explaining to me that they're not as aggressive as some others would think. Through my research, I learned the reasons on why sharks attack and how the world is harming sharks because of the way movies like Jaws have portrayed them. We've all grown up being scared that a shark was going to come out of the water and eat us. Some people are so scared of this that they do not go into the ocean. I know that we are all frightened of these scary-looking creatures, but we need to be more scared of sharks dying from us than us dying from sharks. My goal today is to explain to you that if the number of sharks keep decreasing, our ocean's environment will change drastically. The world doesn't realize the issues of sharks dying and what it will cause for our world. So today we will be discussing how sharks' personalities are and the results to our world from the annual shark killings. First, let's dive into how many sharks are killed yearly. The media has no doubt portrayed sharks as aggressive creatures that hunt and attack humans for no reason. This is not true, and M. Bress tells us that in his article on the behavior of sharks. He says, "Sharks are clearly not mindless eating machines, as they have been labeled in the past. They are intelligent and have complex patterns of movement, space utilization, and social organization." He is right. Sharks are not just eating machines. Sharks are actually killed every day because of how the media portrays them. And since sharks are feared, not many humans know or care about what's happening to them around the world. Hubbard's article on how to save sharks lets us know that it is estimated that the true number of sharks being killed every year could be as high as 273 million, with 100 million of this due to shark finning alone. These sharks are being killed because they think it will help the number of shark attacks around the world, when in reality all it is doing is lowering the number of sharks in the world. Another issue is the fact that we think sharks are a big threat. Sharks are not as dangerous as we've seen, and people are actually more likely to be killed by insects or farm animals. I know that there would be some opposing views on the danger of sharks. Like in Florida Museum's article, they state, almost any large shark, roughly 2 meters or longer in total length, is a potential threat to humans. 3 species, however, have been repetitively implicated as the primary attackers of man: the white shark, the tiger shark, and the bull shark. They are stating that sharks are a threat to humans and attack us, but that is why my goal is to explain to you that they are not as big of a threat as mentioned. Hubbard also tells us, globally, there are approximately 70 to 100 shark attacks annually, resulting in 5 to 15 deaths. This is not a lot considering how many people are in the ocean a year. And the fact that sharks are dying more and more is devastating because we need sharks. They are a lot more important to us and our world than we know. The book Sharks Conservation, Governance, and Management, published by Routledge, tells us, at odds are the media and public, which commonly identify sharks as man-eaters, portraying beachgoers at constant risk of a bite. And those scientists and environmentalists who suggest that sharks are important and vulnerable creatures of nature, which do bite but would rather avoid humans altogether. Sharks are important to us because they control food webs, keeping prey numbers balanced. They help their environments, they help create bio-inspired materials every day, and they help mediate climate change. Without sharks, our ocean would not be how it is, which is why humans need to do everything in their power to protect them. There are many things we can do to help sharks on how they are viewed and killed. One thing we can do as a society is to learn about sharks and how we as humans put them in jeopardy with our actions. Knowing this information, we can stop doing the actions harmful to them. Another way to help them is to not use any shark products. A lot of shark cartilage and oils are used in products, so if we stop using these products, there would not be any need to kill the sharks. We also need to be picking up garbage in the ocean, because our sharks are mistaking it for food and consuming it, later killing them. They are also losing their habitats and mating and nursing grounds as well, because as human populations grow, we expand. Rogers tells us that in his article on endangered sharks. Because of humans, sharks' numbers are becoming lower every day, and some are actually endangered. We need sharks for our oceans, so some ways we can help individually is to not shark fish or even commercial fish, because commercial fishing takes away their food, which discourages breeding. Shark nets also kill sharks by strangulation. Also, if you like seafood, reduce how much you eat it. Sharks get caught in the net when fishermen are fishing, and it kills them. One way we can help fix the issue of the bad reputation sharks get from the media is if we as a society balance the coverage, says Lane Cameron. In his article, Bad Creatures or Bad Image, he tells us that by balancing the coverage means publishing positive articles on sharks. Examples of positive articles include highlighting the rarity of attacks, discussing preventive measures water users can take to reduce vulnerability to attacks, and discuss conservation issues related to local and threatened species of sharks. There are multiple solutions to the issue that the media has created on sharks, and through doing these solutions, we can build sharks back up and keep a healthy environment for them and for us. In conclusion, I have stated the problems on how sharks have been portrayed poorly through our media and the impact it is causing for sharks and what it will cause for us in our future. Us humans have to do everything in our power to help these creatures like they help us and our environment, or we will end up in a world that we do not know.